How's it going, everybody? It's the 16th of October. We had a crazy week that happened. So last P-Day, our whole zone decided to go to Jump Creek, which is a neat little 2 or 3 mile hike, and you get to see this giant waterfall at the end of it and climb some rocks. And so we got to have some sick pictures taken there. One of the elders got bit by a lizard while we were there. And let's see, on Tuesday there was just a lot of really crazy things that happened. So we talked to this one girl, and we're like, "Hi, we're missionaries. Have you talked to missionaries before?" And she was like, "Oh, no." And she's like, "Wait, what religion are you?" And we're like, "We're Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints." And she was like, "Oh, no, sorry, I can't. I'm Christian." And we were like, "Well, we're Christian too." And she was like, "Oh." And then she tried telling us that it was super early in the morning, even though it was 11 a.m. And then she was just like, "Yeah, just talk with me some other time." And so we gave that referral over to the English missionaries. We saw a wolf on Tuesday. It was just chained to this guy's yard. It was not only it had a chain and a leash that was wrapped around a tree, and it was way too big to be a dog. It was just massive. It was way bigger than a German Shepherd, just in body, and had a really big face and a small snout. And I'll try and see if I can get you pictures, but it was crazy. Let's see. On Tuesday, we also knocked it onto this sweet old Hispanic lady, and so we're talking to her in Spanish and asking her if she's interested, and she says no, and so then we were like, okay, well, we also offer English classes. Would you be interested? And keep in mind, this whole thing's in Spanish, and so as we're asking her about if she or anyone she knew would be interested in English, just in perfect English, she says, "Oh no, I already know English." And we're like, "All right, well, hope you have a good day." On Wednesday, we got a new investigator. His name was Victor. So Victor, we found, we were knocking doors, and one lady pointed us to, or told us about some landlord that apparently knew every Hispanic in the area. And she was like, "Yeah, you just drive until you see the willow tree, and it's the one by the fence." And so we're like, "All right, thanks." And so we go there, and there's 3 houses, and so we knock on all 3 of them, and one of them is Victor. Victor's about 50 years old. His parents and his brother are members. He speaks 6 languages, and Spanish is his first. He knows Spanish, English, Italian, French, Russian, and some Asian language that we have no clue. And he was just a super cool guy, and we were able to teach him Plan of Salvation and committed him to read Alma 7, and we got appointments set for every Wednesday with him, so we're super excited about that. Let's see, he also told us to get a glass bottle and fill it with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and then put a bean inside of it, and that it would start growing. And I didn't really believe him, but I guess we'll have to try it to see if it's actually a thing or not. On Thursday, um, so let's see. So last Sunday, like 8 days ago, the Mays told us that, or at least we thought that the Mays told us that they were going to be out of town that on the Thursday, and so we need to make sure that we'd be there to help teach Daily Dose. And so we're like, yeah, we got it. And so we planned for dinner to be an hour, which is about how long they normally go. And so we're eating dinner, and it's getting to be about that time. And so Daily Dose starts at 7:30, and it's probably a half an hour drive from where we are. And so it's getting to be like close to 7, and we're just finishing up dinner, and so we're like, all right, we're just thinking to ourselves, yeah, we can just share a message and get out of there, then we should be able to make it in time. Well, then he wants to show us his garage, and so the wife goes somewhere else, and he's like, yeah, I just want to show you my garage. And we're like, okay, it'll just be like 2 or 3 minutes. We'll still probably be able to make it to Daily Dose on time. Well, this is it's like a 4,000 square foot garage. And so there's all of these cars and just crazy stuff in there. And so it's getting to be like 7:15, 7:20, and he's just still showing us the garage, and we're just thinking to ourselves, there's no way we can make it back to Daily Dose on time. And so at around 7:20, he kind of loops back to the door, and so we're like, okay, just thinking to ourselves, okay, we just gotta end it as soon as we can. So we're like, as soon as he has a little break in his talk, we're like, okay, we have an appointment to get to at 7:30, and so we open the door, and then he just goes and shuts it, and he's like, oh, let me show you the rest of my garage. And we're like, what? And so we just kind of follow him and take another 5 minutes or so to have him show him another little part of his garage. But it was just super bizarre. And then after that, it's like 7:25, and then he's like, oh, now we're ready for your message. And luckily the little temple video that we show is only 1 or 2 minutes, and so we were able to do that, share a quick thought with that, and just leave. And we didn't get to Daily Dose until like 7:45, 7:50, and Daily Dose only goes from 7:30 to 8. And so we get there, and luckily the Mays were there in case any instructors didn't show up. But it was just a really, really odd experience. On Friday, we had our zone conference, and most zone conferences, you just sit in a chapel with probably 40 or 50 other missionaries and just listen to the